And now, First Warn 5 weather.
And there's the 7-day forecast. We're going to start with a look there, but what I really want to focus on is that lunar eclipse. In fact, what you've probably been hearing about is the super blue blood moon. Yeah, that sounds pretty crazy, doesn't it? Well, it's actually 3 separate lunar events that are occurring at the same time: a supermoon, a blue moon, and a blood moon. And a blood moon, by the way, is also known as a total lunar eclipse. So that's what the blood moon means. And first off, it doesn't mean this is the end of the world or anything. Nothing bad is going to happen. It's just going to be a cool thing to check out. Each of these events on their own isn't that rare. You've probably heard of a supermoon, a blue moon, a blood moon. But the thing that's unique is that they're all occurring at the same time. And this is the first time that all 3 have occurred at the same time since 1866, right after the Civil War. So that's what everybody's buzzing about, is how they're all occurring at the same time. Let's walk you through what to expect for each one. So the blue moon is kind of the least impressive overall. The only thing that's unique is that it's the second full moon in the same month. Typically, you only have 1 full moon each month. Well, this month we're having 2. We had one on the night of January 1st, and now we're going to have one night of January 31st. So the expression, once in a blue moon, that's why it's called once in a blue moon. The moon is not going to look blue. That's not the case at all. And actually, if you're ever one to wonder what once in a blue moon is, you could call it once about every 3 years, because that's when it occurs, when you have 2 full moons in the same month. That happens about every 3 years or so. All right, now what about the supermoon? This isn't as impressive as it sounds either. It's not like it's going to be a big, bright moon in the sky covering up the whole sky. No, not the case. So there's a normal full moon and there's a supermoon. Notice it's only about 10 to 14% bigger and brighter. Basically, what a supermoon is when the moon is a little bit closer to the Earth. The moon orbiting around the Earth, of course, and when it's at perigee, that's its closest point to the Earth. And so it's a little bit closer, and so it'll appear a little bit bigger and a little bit brighter. Now, this is going to be the most impressive part, the total lunar eclipse. Not a solar eclipse, but a lunar eclipse. Now, a lunar eclipse occurs, it's kind of the opposite of a solar eclipse. When everything lines up just right, you got the sun on one side, the Earth in the middle, and then the moon on the other side. And it's the Earth's shadow being cast on the moon, and so the moon is going to appear darker. In fact, it's going to appear a little bit red. All right, now here's the timing for us. It's going to start about 5:48, but I caution you, at 5:48, you're not going to notice much. The moon is still going to look pretty normal. But over the course of about an hour, it's going to start to change color. It's going to turn that rusty red or blood color, so to speak, because it's going to look like an orange-red moon. And when it's going to really be impressive is about 6:51 tomorrow morning. But we don't have much time to enjoy it, only about 30 minutes, because the moon is going to be setting and the sun is going to be rising. It's all going to end at 7:17 tomorrow morning. So between 6:50 and 7:17 is the time to be outside. What about the forecast? And by the way, that's what it'll look like as long as the clouds don't get in the way. And in the forecast right now, again, kind of talking about our peak eclipse time from 5:30 to 7:30 in the morning. Remember, sunrise at 7:17. I think we're going to have partly cloudy skies around, so there are going to be some passing clouds, not thick overcast skies, so I think many of us will still be able to see it, but our pictures could be interrupted at times by those clouds. And the other thing we'll have to watch out for, maybe a little bit of patchy fog. That could interfere with viewing as well. So hopefully the fog will hold off and we won't have too many clouds and we'll be able to see that really cool appearance. Again, the supermoon and the blue moon, that's really the secondary parts of it. What's really going to be cool is that total lunar eclipse, and that only occurs about every 2 to 3 years. Now, here's the 7-day forecast once again, up to 78 on Thursday. Increasing cloud cover, mostly cloudy in the afternoon on Thursday, but we stay dry. I don't think we see rain until Thursday night, but then scattered showers on Friday. Staying pretty dry for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, but rain chances going back up for Monday.